Am I live yet? I've done this like 3 times. I had to close down the software I'm using and reload it. And I'm still not sure if I'm live streaming right now. Like, I might be. I've got my... Oh, wait, am I? Is it working? Is it working? Oh, this is so strange. I've never lost signal with this software that I used before. I was about to switch to my phone. I got my tripod ready to hop back on with my phone. Which maybe I should have done, because I could have taken you guys with me to get Dutch Bros, but I don't know. I might be losing all my frames too at the same time. Oh, it's so bad. You're looking and sounding real good. Am I? Okay, maybe it's just my chat that's not looking good then. What's up, intellectual curiosity? Hey, Zig and Zag and Buddy. I got a third dog now, or a second dog now. Buddy's over here chilling. We just brought him in on the last stream. I just lost connection on the last stream, and this is the first time I've used this software for this is the first time I've used the software and lost signal in the middle of it. So reconnecting was a pain in the ass. Michelle Blair's in the house. Hey guys, top of the evening to you. I'm just picking it up on take 2. I have been live streaming for a couple of hours, and this is the second live stream because I lost signal and reconnected, and it didn't connect. So I had to go, I had to like close down the entire system. Buddy, what kind of doggy? Oh, you didn't catch my last video. So I have George's old dog. He's a border collie. He's 15 years old, and he doesn't get around very well. So we have a ramp to put him in and out of the RV. But George is a friend of mine that used to stay in Slabs. He was the original founder of the Ponderosa. Dale Marshalow from Seligman. What's up, dude? I like Seligman. Cool little town. I've been showing off in the last live stream that I just trying to reconnect to. I was showing off some of the technology that I've been tinkering with. This is how I spend my time when I'm bored, but I tinker. And this is a computer running a Linux operating system, and it's got 4 USBs and a Ethernet. It's got HDMI port and mini USB power on, like the old USB. It's not Type C yet. The newer ones are. But yeah, I've been running servers off that, playing video games off of it. I've been trying to get the screen to work on it. This is like a touch screen that I can plug into it, and maybe I could display like my subscriber count for a good, for example, I could display my subscriber count. So every time it goes off, it goes ding or something dumb like that. Or I could use the screen to maybe monitor the temperature in the RV, or to surf the internet. I could watch videos on it. Just plug it into that little single board computer. And I was showing off some of the servers I hosted. Oh wow, it's going to be a marathon. Yeah, I didn't even get to say goodbye to anyone, so I'm going to let some people show back up. 6 people have showed back up, and I don't think you guys, most of you weren't even in the last live stream. That's funny. ZPD Survival was. That graphic, ZPD says, I only use my computer for internet mainly. The graphic you created looks really cool. I didn't create that. My logo, oh wow, why is it so stretched across like that? Let me fix that. There we go. My logo right here in the screen, right here, is, I paid a graphic artist to make this. It was like $50. And I don't know any graphic artists, so I had to find one on the internet. But now it looks better, right? Now it looks right. Now you can see the road, and it's not so goofy looking. But I do have something similar tattooed on my hand. A road with trees and mountains on one side, and then I can't turn my hand all the way around. And then like desert scene on the other side with like mesas. and whatnot, and a road going right through. It's got some like desert shrubbery and a Joshua tree, some rocks. Yeah. So it's similar to my logo. That's what's up, Michelle. Everyone remember to hit that like button. I appreciate that. Like button in the description of the video. You'll find all of my links as well. My Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I got some, a couple of decent donations during the last live stream, but yeah, it's just the end of the month. You know how it goes. End of the month blues. I get paid Friday and it's Monday, so I'm like, how am I gonna make it through this fucking week, dude? I'm almost out of coffee, but someone kicked down enough for me to get a Dutch Bros, so I'm pretty stoked about that. You really like the open road? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good tattoo. I like that tattoo. Um, yeah, that's one of my good ones. It's one of my faves. Probably put a space in it, huh? It's a space. It's two words. Do any of you guys have tattoos? What's your favorite tattoo? Oh wow, good on you for taking George's dog. Yeah, somebody had to. And his daughter just couldn't take the dog. She lives in an RV with two kids. And it's just me and Zag in here. And I've known Buddy ever since I've known George. For over 10 years, Buddy and I have been homies. I knew Buddy when he was a young pup. Now he's 15 years old. Um, and we don't know how much time he's got left. But I'll take care of him until that day, until it comes. Um, and just this was his house. This RV was his house. This was George's RV, so he gets to live at his house and do some more traveling and get some sniffs in and see some more of the world before he goes and meets up with George. So I think George would be okay with me having Buddy. I think he'd be all right with it. He's a good boy, aren't you, Buddy? You're a good boy. He's just chilling. Now it's starting to get warm out. I've also been complaining about my batteries most of my last live stream because when a cloud goes over, my batteries are toast, man. They drop down to like 11 volts every time a cloud goes over. So at nighttime, forget it. They're not storing energy anymore. These batteries are toast. So I'm going to have to pull the whole solar system out of the van and put it in the RV because I can't just pull the batteries out. The charge controller I have in the van is made for lithium ion. The charge controller in the RV is not. So I can't pull those batteries out and put it in here. I have to take the whole system, essentially. The panels that I have will be fine, though. Just not the charge controller. So, but then I'll have better energy storage in the RV. I can hear lightning. But thankfully it's sunny right over top of me right now. Because otherwise I'd have to stop the live stream. I have 11 small tattoos. My favorite, Robin Hood on my ankle. But my entire left foot is tattooed. That's cool. I don't have any foot tattoos yet. I hear the foot tattoos are painful. Like, real painful. Not sure how jazzed I would be about. I mean, all my tattoos kind of hurt. What am I complaining about? Like, my knuckles. That actually, when he was getting up into my knuckles, that sucked. My fingers afterwards were like, oh man, like couldn't fucking do anything. They were like, just traumatized. You guys know of any movies or TV shows I should add to my server? I've got a whole bunch of stuff on here already. I don't know if you guys have seen Dexter yet, the new Dexter Resurrections, but it just released the 4th episode. I was in the middle of watching it when I started the live stream. You guys will have me for like maybe another hour or so, and then I'll get out of here. I got to do a dumpster run, and I got to run into town later. Michelle says, I just recently got my first tattoo. It is a back piece of a drawing my middle daughter drew before they passed away from a car accident. That's awful. I am so sorry to hear that. But what a great way to memorialize your kiddo. You know what I mean? I got some memorial tattoos also. If you guys have ever seen Desert Coffee, I showed the little bit of the trailer of it earlier on the live stream. I've got Zach's ashes in my thumb tattoo here. And his brother. It's this like weird one going up and down. And his brother did that tattoo. But this eye right here is Night Vale eye, but it's also a memorial tattoo for a friend of ours who passed away in slabs. I've got my dad. My dad's ashes are in that tattoo, and he had a very, very similar tattoo with my grandfather's ashes in it, my grandmother's ashes in it, my nephew's ashes in it. So, and then when he passed away, I put his ashes in this one. And then I got another memorial tattoo. It's on this arm. When I twist my arm, it doesn't look even, but it's on this arm underneath the road. And it's for four soldiers I served with who, took their own life after we got home. So I got a mark for each one of them. My foot has a Celtic knotwork bell. It took 65 minutes. It didn't hurt too bad. It's all single needle. I've got a Celtic knot too. For a father and daughter Celtic knot. I took my daughter with me to go get it done. Do you think the dumpsters should be sanitized with like a UV light? There's so many, and what could the macro effects of microparticles from the buildup? I don't know shit. I don't know enough about that. But why would we sanitize dumpsters? We're just gonna throw more unsanitary stuff in there. It's going straight to the dump. Memorial tattoos are very special, Michelle. Problem is, you have these ideas, and then what can you materialize them? No matter what you can do, is get swabbed. I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best here. Only 9 people watching. Where'd all my fans go? As soon as I disconnected or I lost signal, everyone was just like, "Oh, okay, I'm done. Nope, I'm out of here." Still on? No, dude. No, I'm not still on. Actually, I've been on for a minute, haven't I? I don't know. Power washing dumpsters might be like maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe some people do wash dumpsters. You're amazing. Sorry for bothering. I honestly don't know. I think we got bigger issues than dirty dumpsters, to be completely honest with you. Like, we got some global issues that dirty dumpsters seem. It's a plastic, and that's a bigger problem. I have my fur babies tatted on me. I love them. I want to when Zag passes away, I'll get her ashes tattooed on me also. Should see the size of the walleye being pulled up from the river here. Did you get a picture of it, Dave? Send it to me. Where are you at? Are you on the John Day River? Sharon said I had to drive. Oops. Well, yeah, I lost signal anyway, Sharon. My live stream disconnected because I restarted my computer. Because I'm a dope. Oh, no pics. So it's just fish stories, huh? As big as my arm, though. Where are you at? If you get to the head of the Deschutes and they're pulling steelheads out of there, you'll see bigger than your arm, bro. You'll see trout bigger than your arm. Sorry, Zach just woke up, and I had the route to her water blocked. You need to go potty? You need to go potty, don't you? Dude, this is the first time Zag's been out of bed all day. I think she's depressed. Are you depressed? Let me let you out. Come on, Zag. Go potty. Zag's an easy one. I can just let her out and she'll go do her thing. I'll whistle for her. She'll come back. Buddy, I let him off the leash the other day, and I was watching him, and he just walked straight into the woods. Just straight into the woods, and I had to go get him, and he was like trying to ditch me, and it's real thick woods right here, so I almost lost him. So he just goes wandering, dude, and I don't want him to get lost out in the woods, so I had to go chase him down. Dave was here for that. Columbia in Washington, near Mattawa. Salmon is closed here. Yeah, but steelhead is trout. Steelhead might be closed too, but I think they are seasonal. I know salmon's seasonal. Michelle says, gotta run, got dinner done. Have a great evening, everyone. Hey, that all rhymed. I use the ZS one. I use Zig's Seahorn primarily. Did I get a big fish when Dave and I went fishing last week? No, I didn't catch anything. I got completely skunked. Dave got a monster, though. Wonder if there's a way I could show it on my stream. I've got a video of it. It will be in my next video. I'm going to have a real long video I'm posting. But let me see if I can figure out a way to share it with you. The picture of, or the video of Dave catching a fish. Where is it? I also recorded Dave leaving, and he didn't even wave at me when he was driving away. Did you guys know that? He didn't even wave at me when he was leaving. Dave left. Didn't even wave. I've been sad about that ever since. Monster fish stick. Why can't I find that video of you catching that fish? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Let me see if I can share this to my computer. I think I gotta set up quick share, turn on quick share on the computer too. Quick share. Maybe it's Samsung share? Oh, there is a way to send this to my computer. And I'm looking for it. There we go. Send to PC. Maybe this will be quick. The river has risen a couple of feet today. 15 feet of this beach is missing. Was that when Buddy and Dave's dog went for an adventure? No, that was a different time. In fact, Buddy went a completely different direction than what Dave's dog went. They both went for an adventure, but in different directions. But we got both of the dogs back, thankfully. Oh, maybe I don't know how to do this. Oh, yeah, link to Windows. Interesting. Well, I don't know how to send this to my computer, so I can't show you the fish he got, but it was enormous. The biggest catfish you'd ever seen. But, I mean, if the biggest catfish you've ever seen was like a really, really, really small catfish, then it's definitely the biggest one you've ever seen. But because his wasn't all that big. It is posted on Facebook on Dave's page. I wonder if I can get to it. We had fun though. We had a good time. The lake we went to where he caught that catfish was, unfortunately, catfish aren't even supposed to be in it. Somebody went there and like dropped catfish in it, and we even saw a little pool of baby catfish, like swimming right there on the shore. We should have killed it. There you are, Dave. Dave's not here, man. Oh, you sent me a screenshot? Yeah, but it's also on my phone and not on my computer. But I have an idea. I'm on Facebook on my other Facebook right now, and because that's the one I'm logged in on with my computer, and I'm gonna see if I can find it, and then I'll show the fish off that you caught. By the way, you guys, Dave Lowe helps a ton of nomads with mechanical stuff. I mean, he shows up and he'll give you the shirt off his back and smoke a bowl with you at the same time. And while he was here, his Bluetooth speaker went out. So his birthday's coming up, and if anyone wants to give Dave Lowe a speaker or kick him down like enough money to get one, I'll bet you he'd really appreciate it. He's about to post his links in the chat. Let me see if I can find that post of you catching, of us fishing. All I'm seeing is poop pictures, bro. Like, my view from the shitter. Dave posts views from his shitter every morning. Because he can see out the window while he poops. And I think that's genius. You should do that on TikTok, dude. Just post you don't even have to show yourself. Just post videos of like, this is where I'm pooping this morning. Well, I thought he was gonna post his links. He should. But in the meantime, I'm still looking for that post. You post a lot, bro. When is his birthday? It's a good question. I don't know how well this video will play because Facebook's taking forever to load. It's loading slow on my computer. I do have a couple of bottlenecks in my network. If I had a network switch, that would be even cooler. You were born the day before Elvis died, August 15th. Hell yeah, he did post them. I think my chat just comes a little later than... There's definitely a delay. Did I already skip it? Am I past where you left? How many days have you been gone? Did I miss it? Oh man, Dave, you're really burying this post of yours. Were you here when Hulk Hogan died? think I might have passed it. Dave is a Leo, I guess. That's what intellectual curiosity is saying. Oh, here it is. I found the post. A few more comments. It's under the comments section. If Dave's a Leo, that means him and I are opposites. So, there's all the dogs all staring at Dave because he smells like a hot dog. Thinking he's gonna get thinking they're gonna get treats. Oops. But in the chat, oh, where'd it go? Is a video of his fish. I'm gonna be trying to linger here until the first, Dave, and then I'll be moving spots. Oh, this is loading so slowly. There we go. Why don't I see my comment? Was it under a different post? It must have been. Oh, that's so annoying. Didn't scroll down far enough. Dave and I are opposites. I'm Aquarius, and Aquarians are and Leos are literally the opposites. It must have been. Oh, here it is. This is definitely. It was not the post about the dogs, but the post about the fish. The fishing. Oh, I can hear Zag on my step. Let me bring her back in. Come on, good girl. Zag stayed in bed until fucking 3-4 o'clock. That's you lazy girl. You gotta get to work soon, don't you? I'm headed to Wenatchee Falls, Fish Lake tomorrow. What do they have there? What are you fishing for? So here's some pictures of the lake. Oh, there's me. I didn't even know I was in that. This was an elk lake. Max was an Aquarius. He was so funny until he became a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's us. You just described me. But yeah, this is where we fished at, dude. This is Elk Lake. This is the first lake we went to. We went to 5 different lakes and fished 2 of them. So beautiful up here in the Cascades. And there's this like, right here there was a spring that was one of the spots that feeds the lake. Was this? But yeah, we ended up going to 5 different lakes and fishing 2 of them. And I don't see my post here either. I definitely posted a video of the fish that you caught. But now I can't seem to find it. What is wrong with me, bro? Was it not in that? Yeah, anyways, it's a really beautiful spot. Yeah, the lake mirrors the sky. A lot of lakes do that out here, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find that post, but I wanted to show off the fish. I guess that's not gonna happen. Oh wait, was it under this? I bet it was. Nothing beats the beauty of Washington State. Well, this is in Oregon. Washington is pretty, but and that's where Dave is in Wenatchee. Oh, you just posted the picture of you catching the fish. Let me go look. Because I can't seem to find the video I posted. Someone said you caught a huge fish, so I posted it like, here's his huge fish. It's just so big. Actually, the first post that comes up is the speaker post. Got a little bit of this left that I rolled in the last live stream. Desert Rat 96. That's his kickdown link, you guys, for Cash App and for PayPal, you said, right? Or was it Venmo? One hour south of Wenatchee. 1 hour south of your Snatchy. I used to know a girl from Wenatchee. Oh, I hear thunder. Thankfully, Buddy's deaf. Because Buddy freaks out with that thunder, dude. He doesn't like it at all. He don't like it at all. Cash App and Venmo. Yeah, Deseret 96. You guys, like, you know me, I'm always pitching all my friends and people who help me out, and Dave's definitely someone who, you know, he definitely deserves every bit of good shit that comes his way. So, his Bluetooth speaker took a shit on him while he was here visiting me, and, you know, I would have given him mine, but I use mine all the time too. These things, for a Nomad, are, you know, this is a lot. This is a lot. It's the difference between using the speakers on your tablet and using something with bass. Or using the speakers on your computer or something with bass. Being able to listen to good music while you're just hanging out. It's such a bummer, dude, to lose your speaker. I'd be replacing mine as fast as I could. Oh. Somebody asked me earlier if I've seen the new Happy Gilmore movie, and no, I haven't. And I'm going to add that to my server right now. In fact, I'll show you guys how I do this. I showed this on the last one. So I go to add new. I can type in Happy Gilmore. DOS. There it is. And this is where it'll save it. And I'll add that movie, so it'll start the download whenever, you know, it's that download's turn. Like, it's in queue now to be downloaded. But yeah, now it'll download whenever it's its turn to get downloaded. It's that easy. And then it'll spit it over here onto my Jellyfin server. So, you know, I could watch it, or you could watch it if we were camping next to each other and you're on my Wi-Fi. I might watch it tonight. I think it's, what is it, on Netflix or something? I think I still have Netflix. I stopped all my, now that this thing's all set up, I stopped all my, paying for all my streaming services except for Amazon, but not necessarily for Amazon Video, because I don't think Amazon Video is all that good. Mainly because Amazon Prime gives me no shipping costs if I order anything, so it's such a fucking trap, dude. Not having the speaker sucks. Dude, yeah, I bet it would suck. I'd be bummed out. Need to find a Best Buy or something, maybe Costco. I bet Costco would have a decent speaker. You rewatched the first one yesterday. As a matter of fact, let's do that. I don't think I have the first one either. So let's add the first one too. I just saw it, so I should have just done it then. This one was pretty good too. Then I'll have both. I'll have both collections. It's saying missing right now, right here and right here, because they haven't downloaded yet. But whenever they download, I'll be able to, spit it onto my thing. Yeah, I just canceled my Netflix subscription, but I think it's still got a little bit of time left before like the month's over or whatever. So maybe I could watch it on Netflix before I lose my subscription. But I stopped payment on it because I don't want to pay for Netflix or any like those Disney Plus. I canceled that one last month. I held on to Netflix, and now I'm like, I don't even know why. I could just look up and see like, hey, what's good on Netflix, and then go download it. So I need to get rid of Netflix too. It just saves me a lot of money. And I was talking to Dave about this. How much do you guys... Did Bob Barker just die? Dave just posted, "Rip Bob Barker." No way, dude. That guy's gonna live to like 200. He's already, what, 160 or something like that? Dude, he was old back in the day. Every time I think of Bob Barker, I think of all the being in jail, and our combs were Bob Barker combs, our toothbrushes were Bob Barker, our soap was Bob Barker, our clothes were Bob Barker. Everything had a Bob Barker logo on it. That's really hard to say that many times fast, but everything had a Bob Barker logo on it. Like, that's all I think about is jail. T-Mobile gives free Netflix, Walmart Plus, and a free Paramount Plus. That's cool. I have T-Mobile, but it's not my plan. I'm on a friend's plan, and I pay them for it every month. So, yeah, they would probably get those benefits. Died 2 years ago. Well, what the fuck, dude? Why am I just giving a memory speech about Bob Barker right now? Rip Bob Barker. Oh, did he just die? Died 2 years ago. Jesus Christ. Why are we worried about Bob Barker and not Harambe? Rip Harambe. He's the one that started all this mess. Like, I'm so serious about this, by the way. That's my conspiracy theory. Killing Harambe was a test for the human species. Ever since then, shit's been going bad, dude. Worldwide, things are just going downhill. And I think it all comes back to that fucking gorilla, dude. Like, the gorilla was just being a gorilla, and we shot him, all for that little kid. And, I mean, fuck them kids, dude. That kid was, not smart enough to stay in the gene pool. Look at the things that happened in the world before Harambe, and then see what's been happening in the world after Harambe. And I'm pretty sure Harambe is, like, that's the nexus, right? That's the fucking... That's the part that, like, everything's just started going awry. We went into an alternate time zone, and we got exactly what we deserved for killing that fucking gorilla. This is how much I got left. I also need to renew my driver's license, so I can't just run to the dispensary. I have to, like, coordinate that with a friend of mine in town. Chuck Mangione died on the 22nd, a famous jazz player, friend of family in New York. Yeah, if I could go back in time, there's 2 things that I would change. 1, I wouldn't start smoking after basic training. And 2, I would go save that fucking gorilla. I'd stop that dumb parent from letting that dumb kid fall into a gorilla pit. You're sitting next to a gorilla pit, and you're not going to be, like, extra, like, on top of what your kids are doing? Okay, well... So yeah, I'd stop that kid from falling in, Harambe would be alive, and our economy would be just fine. It all comes down to that gorilla, dude. That's where it all started. America would be fine. We, like, blue, red, you guys would be eating dinners together. You guys would be, like, just intellectually talking to each other like adults and, like, calmly. You wouldn't be calling each other idiots or... I mean, it wouldn't be crazy. It all comes down to that gorilla. I remember Chuck from King of the Hill. Where are my batteries at? 3.9. It's not even that hot. Why is my fan going? I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt for crying out loud. It's been 8 years since Harambe was murdered. I love how you put that. Harambe was murdered. Yeah, dude. Rip Harambe. Why should I care about Bob Barker, bro? He gave me jail flip-flops. I should be stoked about that. Thanks for the jail food, dude. Thanks for letting me comb my hair in jail. If it wasn't Bob Barker, it'd be someone else anyways. Like Drew Carey. It's been more than 8 years since Ramby, hasn't it? God, it feels like so much longer than that. Yeah, that's what did it all, man. We killed that gorilla. You know what? Like, I bet you Epstein would have faced. I think get a little political here, but if we didn't kill that gorilla, Epstein would have actually not committed suicide, and he would have faced a jury. We would have had discovery. We would have seen everything. We'd know everything. If Ramby hadn't died, we wouldn't have, like, school shootings would have stopped. Dave says he's using the AC today, 97 degrees, bro. I'm glad I'm up at higher elevation because it's beautiful here, you know. But I did say out, you know, you're going to Eastern Oregon, Eastern Washington, it's desert out there. It'll definitely be warmer. It's funny too, in the winter, it's colder out there too. It gets so cold out in the eastern part of Oregon and Washington in the winter. And it's desert, so they get that cold wind too. It's not like, you know, there's no wind blocks, so it's cold and windy, which is the worst. You're at 400 feet. Yeah, that's not very high. Or is that supposed to be 4,000? May 2016. That's 9 years, isn't it? I think it's 2025, bro. It's so hot here, Kendall actually got in the pool by herself. Yeah, Zag doesn't like to go into water either. When we go out to the lake, just seeing her get her feet wet, it blows my mind. Because she was always just so hated water. Buddy loves being in water. He went for a couple of swims when we went out to the lake. Some short swims. The wind flows with the river there. Oh yeah, you're right on the river. On the Columbia. The Columbia is real big river too. I like it up there. It's probably better suited for a vehicle like yours than a vehicle like mine. These big ass RVs, it definitely limits where I can go. You know what I mean? If it was just Zag, it'd be a different story because I could find a spot to post up and then take the van on overnight adventures to other places in that area. But with Buddy, it's just not gonna work. If they didn't kill the gorilla, Jeffrey Epstein would have left his wife and married the gorilla. True story. Yeah, he would have been the bottom. No. Could I fit there? That's good. I know I struggled on the Columbia before, finding spots to post up in a vehicle this size when I had my last RV. Yep, came east on I-90 a few years back. Road was closed due to the snow, and I stayed at a truck stop. I have stayed at some truck stops in my day as well, dude. I don't know. Truck stops are alright. If you can get used to sleeping in between big ass semi trucks. Need a Washington Discovery Pass to use free use space. Oh, it's probably like Arizona Trust land. You have to like get the Arizona Trust card or whatever. Not card, but you have to like buy into it. Jeannie says I got her life vest for the lake because I don't know how to swim. She'd be up Shit's Creek. When Buddy went for a swim, he had the leash attached to him. Um, but a couple of times I did let him. I took off the leash and let him go out there. But I was 100% prepared to jump in. Like I already thought about it in my head. Like I'll throw my phone right here, and then after him I go. Oh yeah, Epstein wasn't married. That's such a wild situation, dude. I bet you both sides are in the files and the documents. I'll bet you like both sides have an invested interest into hiding it. I bet you all our boys are on there. Everyone we love. Movie stars that we like, musicians we like, politicians that we like. I don't care what side you're on, or what music you listen to. I bet you they're all on there, dude. They're all fucking corrupt ass fuckers. For the Washington Discovery Pass, it's $30 a year, $10 a day. That, I mean, shit. If you use it more than 3 days, it's definitely worth it to get that year. Next year, this year, I got some priorities I gotta take care of. I gotta get my license renewed before it becomes a big problem. What the fuck just happened? Oh, my whole shit just turned off and turned back on. That was weird. That was really weird. My monitor turned off. My laptop went black, and then the monitor came back on, and so did the laptop. Anyways, I need to get my license renewed before that becomes a problem. I need to visit my grandson and my daughter, which I'm either going to do after the 1st or I'm going to do it the month after. I really should go in August because her birthday is the 11th. So I should do something for that. $35 a year or $11.50 a day. Price went up. That wouldn't surprise me. Not one bit. BS Business says, "Are you getting a real ID?" Yeah, I was bitching about this earlier. I was adamantly against getting a real ID before the ID I already had expired. Like, I'm not gonna. If I already bought an ID and this is the expiration date, that's what I paid for. And when I bought it, it was fine to get onto planes with, and do everything with. But now that it's actually expired and I have to replace my ID, I do be getting on planes sometimes. I do fly places, so I'm gonna have to get a real ID. I'm just, it is what it is. So that's why it's actually slowing me down. It's gonna be cost me a little extra to get a real ID. It's not just a license renewal. I have to also pay for the fucking real ID thing, which makes it a little more expensive. Um, so, there you go. I am gonna get a real ID. It just doesn't make any damn sense to me. What the fuck is the point of the real ID? Just so you can get on an airplane and prove who you are? Like, didn't I have to do that the first time? It doesn't make whatever. They just an excuse to charge us more money for something that we already have and it's working just fine. I got my passport instead, and a federal limits apply ID. Yeah, passport works too. I mean, it would be about. I think it's like 6 in one, half dozen the other. I should also get my passport, because I don't have it. I've been to 9 different countries and I've never had a passport. But I should get my passport. But if I want to get on an airplane or enter a federal building or whatever, I guess we have to have real IDs now. It's so silly. Federal building. That's my fucking building. That's your building. It's our building. That's why they call it public. Jackasses. Sorry, I could complain about that for a while. You don't want to get deported to Antarctica. Yeah, that's the location I have set on my Facebook is Antarctica. That's where they'd send me. Dude, people actually think I live in Antarctica sometimes. That definitely fucks people up. They're like, I'll say something political online. They're like, you don't even live in America, so what, I'm like, yeah, I do, dude. You actually think I live in Antarctica? For fuck's sake. Yep. Intellectual curiosity says the point of the real ID is money. You ain't wrong. That's it. It's money. I want to visit the Philippines. I wouldn't mind going to Southeast Asia, Philippines. That'd be cool. So in the last live stream, we started a download, and it has slowed down a bit since um, we last looked. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. And now it was, it's been about another hour. So instead of 6.5 hours, 5.5 hours, I've got 14% of it downloaded so far. And it's the whole season. 16 gigs. So if this doesn't finish today while my computer's on, it'll finish tomorrow when I turn my computer on. It just picks it up and then it'll go on to the next thing. And then the next thing, and then the next thing. And then once it's downloaded, it automatically gets sent to my server and stored on my hard drive. It's a pretty sweet system. Real ID should be at cost of DMV, not everyone else. Yeah, so here was my thing about it, and I learned this in the Army. If they want me to have something, they'll give it to me. If they want me to buy something, that's fine. I bought my driver's license. Driving isn't a right, it's a privilege. So I bought my driver's license. And then before it expired, they were like, hey, we've got this new ID, and and now your old ID won't work to get on planes or anything like that. And I'm like, yo, I've got 5 fucking years left on my driver's license, and it isn't expired. So if I paid for this at the time, it should still work until it expires. That, in my mind, I have a contract with him that this ID is gonna be fine for the things that we use it for. So I was like, I'm not getting the real ID until my ID expires. So yeah, now this time, like I said, I'll be getting on planes. So I should just get the real ID, so I don't also have to carry a passport too. Yeah, if you want me to have it before my ID expired, fucking give it to me for free. I wish I had an oven. This mulberry tree is loaded with berries. A cobbler would be divine. I got an oven. I've never used it. And now my propane's leaking, so. Buddy, you need to go potty? I think Buddy needs to go outside. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Oh man, okay, chill. Yeah, you need to go outside, don't you? See, I'll bring him in, but he only hangs out for a little bit, and then he's like, I want to go outside, I want to go outside. So, what if I look like somebody else, and they think I'm my sister or some stranger? That's not good. I don't know. I mean, that's their problem. Your ID says something else. They have to prove that's not you. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, too, since Buddy did. There's hour 3 of streaming. Yeah. I got an extra dog ramp if you ever need it. Is it big enough to hold like a full size dog? Like a medium sized dog, I guess. It's a border collie. I have a dog ramp that I use to get him in, up and down. It's big and it's bulky and it's obnoxious, to be honest with you, but it's the best way to get him in and out. The other way is I actually have to lift him up, and put him in and out. Crazy how fast this river is rising. Oh yeah, that river does move with the tides. It's fed directly from the ocean. So when the ocean rises, the river does too. It just depending on how far down the river you are, that's determines how long it'll take the river to rise, but it does rise with the tides. I was just at Washington DOL site. Oh, hi Connie. Don't I know you? Checking today, I have 5 years left. They want $100 to start plus more for each year remaining. My passport is good until 2028. Yeah, that's why my ID hasn't been done yet. It's just I'm gonna go in there. I've got all the documents I need, I think. But I'm gonna go in there when I get paid and take care of that. Like I get paid Friday, so I'll probably do it Monday after the weekend. Um, so yeah, fucking DMV. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be so exciting. You could have at least left us with some Jeopardy music in the background. Actually, while I was there, I was considering I should have done this. But I didn't. I totally could have, and I thought about that when I was gone. Like, instead, you just look at a closed door. At least I wipe fast. Oh, yeah, it's the dams. Dave said I'm pretty far from the ocean. I'm gonna guess the dam. Yeah, it's definitely the dams. Um, you're below the dam then? Connie says I'll decide in 2028. You also have a sling you can use to help dogs with mobility issues. That actually could be really useful. I've done a towel before. I've put a towel under his waist and like helped him up that way, but it's he kind of falls off of the ramp. And even though it's pretty big and bulky and wide, so I still have to kind of guide him. So I kind of lift him up as he walks in. About a mile or two. Okay, yeah. You're below the dam. Nighttime is when they be opening the dams up because that's when people be turning on their air conditioners or heaters or cooking, and that's most of our electricity uses at nighttime. Jeannie says I go to Oregon, I go straight to the ocean. Love the ocean. Yeah, the Oregon coast is pretty good. We don't have beach, we have coast. We got some beaches, but mostly coast. But there's so much more to Oregon than just the coast. You know what I mean? Like there's the Oregon's got all the climates. It's got desert. Um, it's got mountains. Like you could drive from one side of Oregon to the other and see 3 different biomes, 4 different biomes, rainforests in Washington. Like Dave recently went and checked out this spot. What do you think of it, Dave? If you're still here, this is the Painted Hills here in Oregon, and Dave just went out there, posted pictures of it on his Facebook. You like my sign? Here's your sign. You talking about this sign? Um, the BRB sign? This one? Yeah, I made that little flasher. I could add music to it. I don't honestly know how. I'd have to like start playing music and then leave. Dave says Painted Hills was awesome. Yeah, I liked it out there. My bad. You're not allowed to walk on them. You're not allowed to like go out there because your footprints would just stay. Like there are footprints in some of them from people from probably a long time ago. But yeah, it's real pretty out there. Summer, it's a desert. Yeah, Dave says I only did one hike. It was hot. Yeah, it is really pretty out there though. I like it. So let's see. I got some pretty good kickdowns today, you guys. I appreciate y'all. Um, Yay, I get to eat today. Takes more than 1,000 years to erase the footprints. I figured it was even longer than that, to be honest with you. Um, it's all volcanic, like ash, essentially, how it landed. Like, fun fact, only one person that I know of, only one of you, uses Venmo. Um, most of you don't use Venmo. It's PayPal or Cash App. That's such a fascinating, like, demograph, I guess, or, like, I don't know, data thing. Like, why don't more people use Venmo? It's primary, like, there's only one donator that I know of that I get, like, consistent donations from that uses Venmo. Everyone else uses Cash App or PayPal. It's crazy. But Dave says, but still, lots of stupid people still walk on the hills close to the roads. People suck. Yeah, there's been footprints on that thing since I was a kid. I don't know if there's more now or not. Probably is. That wouldn't surprise me. But ever since I was a kid, there were footprints. So I always kind of figured those were like maybe the first early people who found it, and those footprints are still there. Which, or if there's new ones, I bet you there is new ones. I wouldn't be surprised if some asshole eventually one day started like doing donuts out there on their side by side. For like a TikTok video or something. Let me guess who that. Okay. Oh yeah, Jeannie says. Let me guess who that donating dinosaur is. No, I take that back. I know two people who donate using Venmo. Um, I just saw your text while I was looking at my phone. But yeah, two people I know of that use Venmo, and everyone else it's mostly PayPal. Um, wonder what that says about my subscribers. Yeah, that would be devastating. That would destroy it. That would destroy that. Those tire tracks would be there forever, dude. But one day, I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen, like, when I was in Iraq, I think I told you this before, Dave. When I was in Iraq, there's some ruins outside of um, right outside of Tikrit in northern Iraq that were 4,000 years old. Um, and we got to visit it while I was there. It was right outside of Tikrit. We were staying in Tikrit. No, maybe it was Mosul. It was right outside of Mosul. And we were staying there. And it was like built into the side of this hill, this mountain. Um, and I watched a video right after we left Iraq of ISIS just taking dynamite to it. Just boom, 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 all the way down the section that was carved into the side of this, like, mesa. And, I don't know, I can't find video of it because there's other ruins they did this to also, and I'm not sure which ones we went to. Out of these, I don't see it. But, yeah, eventually somebody will do that shit to the Painted Hills. John Mulaney says Venmo is for drug transactions only, and everyone else needs to stop using Venmo. Oh man, I mean, I think most drug transactions these days that are digital, that are like worth hiding, are done through cryptocurrencies. That's how I be buying my drugs on the dark web. Cryptocurrency. You guys ever been on the dark web? Wonder if that's something I could do and stream at the same time. I'd have to maybe do a video capture card into my other computer and do it from remotely from my other computer. I have to work on that, but I could totally stream the dark web to you guys. Obviously, I'd have to like censor out some stuff that, the dark web has for YouTube, make it YouTube friendly. Priest Hole was a nice spot. Nice BLM campsite just redone. I don't know if I know Priest Hole. Is that also in Washington? Sharon says my kids say Cash App is the best. I mean, I use Cash App the most because I have a Cash App debit card, and it just comes right out of my Cash App account instead of having to use like an ATM. And that ends up being how I also have a PayPal card too, but I usually just send everything to one spot. To Cash App. Oh, I've never camped at the Painted Hills. Priest Holes at Painted Hills. I've never camped there before. I've only ever just like rolled through. Like I don't have a whole lot of reasons to go out to Eastern Oregon in the summer, especially. That might be a good spot for fall and winter. Or I'm sorry, fall and spring. Um, but yeah, in the summer when it gets up to 100 degrees out there, it's a little much for me, dude. You have is that a credit card or a debit card? You have a debit card, right? I hear buzzing. I had a bee in my stretch limousine van. I had a bee in my RV earlier. Um, and usually I would call Dave crying and be like, "No, get that fucking bee away from me," and he would like get it out and save me. I mean, I'll do any other bug, dude. They don't bug me except those things. Like I think it was a yellow jacket too that was in here. It wasn't even a bee, but they're all bees to me, man. They're whatever. Um, but I had one in here earlier and I had to deal with it myself. And it was, I mean, I'm a little traumatized still, to be honest with you. I managed, I made it, I did it. Um, no, I'm not recording that and posting it. I'd prefer to look masculine. But there's nothing masculine about me around fucking yellow jackets and wasps and bees and shit. I'd rather get shot at, dude. I'd rather get blown up. The bees over in Iraq, dude. I'm not. I'll bet you I can find pictures of that. Um, I'll show you pictures that we had in Iraq. I use Cash App the most. Started with Robinhood app and the card with our COVID money. Dude, I did a lot of Robinhood shit um, with my COVID money too. You know what we should have all done when we got our first COVID stimulus check of $1,200? We should have all put that right into Dogecoin. We'd be so rich. But I use Cash App the most myself. Oh, here it is. These are a type of hornets that we had over in the Middle East. Once this picture pops up, um, there it is. Yeah. We had one of these fly into my truck one time and yeah, it scared the ever living. That was the biggest thing I'd ever seen flying in my life. That was the biggest insect I'd ever seen in my entire life. Flying around was one of those. Um, Never. I'd rather like that thing looked like it could carry me away and take me back to its hive and eat me alive, dude. It scared the shit. The stinger coming out of this bee, it flew right into my truck, and it was right between my sergeant and I. And the stinger on this thing looked like a little fucking dagger coming out of it. It was so you could see it. Like it is. I'd rather get shot at. Cash is always king. Yeah, cash is king. It's a digital world, but we can't get rid of paper money. Or like, you can. You just shouldn't get rid of paper money. Like it is possible, but you really, really shouldn't get rid of paper money. We gotta have something tangible, you know. And the fact that it's not even backed up by anything anymore is also scary. You know what I'm thinking is going. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna get. Never mind. I'm not gonna get political. I have a theory about the state of the economy right now. I just told Dave, but I think that we're fucked. I think we're so fucked. Damn, that's a nightmare bug, dude. The pain from that sting has to be horrible. No thanks. Um, yeah, those things. That is a scary damn bee, dude. Uh, yeah, we were posted up, getting ready to go on mission. We weren't quite out of the wire yet, but my truck is the lead vehicle out of the wire, so it's really important that we make it out of the base on time. That's a hard time that we have to make. Is a certain time we are scheduled to leave, and um, we're just chilling. It's early in the morning. Early in the morning, we're just chilling in our truck, and I'm like half awake. And one of those things that I just showed you flew into the truck, and I hear this loud buzz, and I swear to God, I thought it was a helicopter off in the distance. I thought I was hearing a helicopter that was coming into base or leaving base or whatever. And I look over, and there is this fucking bee, and my door was open. We're in MRAPs, and my door was open. I look over at this bee, and I'm like, holy shit! And I just jump out of my fucking truck. And we're like 2 minutes till SP, till we have to go. And my sergeant, my sergeant was like, yo, get back in the truck. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm not getting back in that thing until that bee's not in there. And he's like, what bee? And my gunner was in the back of the truck, just chilling, waiting to leave. And then he was going to get up in his gunner's post. And you see him, like, next thing you see is him jumping out of the back of the truck, like, Jesus fucking Christ. This bee was enormous, dude. Biggest bee I'd ever seen in my life. What's up, Jay Extreme? You know, I'm just crowdsourcing enough money so I can go get a mansion. So I can get me a mansion with a pool and a movie theater, maybe a bowling alley. Um, you know what I mean. Morning, Sam. Good morning, good morning. I've been streaming for a hot minute today. This is my second live stream because my first one disconnected. I've been going for over an hour. I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to take off. Um, but I was just showing everyone. Let me bring it back up here. I was just showing everyone, talking about this story about these bees that we had over in the Middle East that were by far the biggest, scariest bug I'd ever seen in my life. It's right there. Look at the stinger. You can see it right there. You can see it. That's what I was talking about. Can I zoom in? No. Can I full screen? I think I just broke something. Oh, I can't zoom in, but yeah, that's insane. That's the scariest bug, scariest thing ever. Oh, Dave said, like the fighter jet that allegedly flew into the van last week. Never found it either. So Dave and I are driving along, And I'm not crazy, dude. I'm not fucking crazy. Don't gaslight me. I hear a fucking bee because I know the difference because I'm so scared of bees that I know the difference between a fly and a bee. Although sometimes they do sound similar. And I looked down and it was probably one of those wood carpenter flies that looks like a bee. It's like mimicking a bee. And it's doing that to scare people that are afraid of bees, and it works. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but I wasn't 100% because I saw black and yellow and it was flying down by my leg while I'm driving. So no shit, like I pull over and like I'm half freaking out and there's like traffic and I could have just gone right into a parking lot, but I went left and had to cross busy traffic. Finally, when I got out, I looked all over, opened doors, and couldn't find this fucking thing and cautiously like looked under the seat and like anyways cautiously got back into the vehicle and that bee's probably still in there just waiting for its fucking moment. It's just waiting for its moment to like get me. So I haven't forgotten about that thing. Tactical bees all black. That bug is gangster. Yeah, wouldn't that be scary, dude? Wouldn't that be a scary thing to have like fly next to your fucking face? Like that thing would sting your brain. Look how long that needle is. That's stupid. That's a stupid bee right there. Nope, that's a nope bee. That's a hell no. People getting stung with them, that's crazy. They leave like wounds, dude. Like that leaves holes in you. This is like B Team 6 right here. Look at this. Look what they did to that guy. Those look like bullet wounds almost, but just smaller. Fuck me, dude. Oh, that'd be the scariest thing. Those things swarming you. Oh my god. I bet they don't like lose their stinger either. I bet they sting. I bet they sting you over and over and over. I bet they enjoy it. They like get off on it. You know what I mean? They're just like, yeah, fuck this guy. Like fucking Jesus with my. Oh, that's so crazy. I don't know if you guys had one of those as a pet. Like I know that I'm not visiting you. Dude, when Rabbitside started doing bees, they started doing honeybees. These things I know honeybees are like docile and they're easy to work with or whatever. I'm still like, I don't fucking think so, dude. But they put their bees away from their property, like from where they lived, and they thought about bringing them inside, but they put them away. And they told me that their main reason, Rabbit main reason for putting them away from the house is because they wanted to be able to have Zig over. And I was like, yeah, I'm not coming to visit. Where are your bees at? Like, where are they at? But they had like hives. I thought my 1 inch ants were huge. Those bees are massive. You know what other bug that we encountered? And this was in America. I'm gonna look these up. I don't know exactly what the name of them is, but they were at Georgia. Um, let's see. Ants. Damn it. See if I can find these. I just typed in their description. Um, velvet ants. Is that what they're called? These ants have apparently a hell of a sting. I never got stung by one, but I wasn't a fan of them. But they had them all over when I went through basic training. I went to Fort Benning, Georgia. And they do basic training in this place called Sand Hill. And it's just like the training site. And these ants were all over the place. They look similar to a bee. They're like red and furry. They have fur on them, right? But apparently, yeah, like that's what we had. They'd be crawling around amongst the black ants. You wouldn't find them in big groups. I wouldn't find them in big groups. You see like one or two of them, but they have a big ass sting. Oh, and we had camel spiders too. But these ants apparently sting also. They don't bite. They have a stinger. Like why? This is like a wasp that didn't get wings. Yeah, no thank you. So we had to like sleep in the dirt with these things crawling around all the time at Sand Hill. I mean, there's plenty of ants. There are always ants on you when you had to sleep outside. Velvet ants are cow killers, are they? That wouldn't surprise me. I never saw them swarming where we were at, but I guess we never pissed them off either. But they were definitely around. Um, we also had like giant fucking camel spiders in Iraq. Like big ass ones. I know that this picture was blown up quite a bit. Let me find this one. I need like my own like what's that dude's name from Joe Rogan that does all this for him so he could just sit there and be himself. Um but these things, camel spiders. These technically aren't even spiders either. Um they're on the same classification as they're in the same classification as a scorpion. The ones that we have in the slabs are way smaller than the ones we have overseas in Iraq. But they've only got 2 eyes. They don't have 8 eyes like spiders do. They have 2 sets of jaws right here, 2 sets of mandibles. And then they do have 8 legs, which is why it's called a spider. But these 2 front legs are more for sensing than anything else. More like this is closer to a scorpion than a spider. Yeah, but they be eating others, emperor scorpions too. Like they fight each other. We used to, we had we built a fucking cage that had like a sloped bottom in it, and we would shake it and put one like those in there with a scorpion and just see who came out on top. We were in Iraq, dude. We were bored, and we'd just have like King of the Hill contests, and this little cage would catch bugs and throw them into. Yeah, Dave Lowe, pull that up on screen. It's Starship Trooper spiders. Yeah, dude. These things. And the ground there is so hot that if they end up in your shadow, they're going to follow your shadow because the ground's so hot and it's cooler in your shadow. So they just follow that cool spot. And when you first get there, you don't know that. And all you know is that this fucking giant spider is literally chasing you. Eventually, you learn, or someone tells you, and it's just chasing your your shadow, bro. It's chasing, you're running from your shadow. Anyways, so you could like walk them over to your buddy, with your shadow. If they get into your shadow, you could like walk them over to your buddy and be like, "Tag, you're it," and then like run away, and now it's in their shadow. Yeah, these things were, they get pretty damn big. Sand platypus with a face. Like the scared face. Don't you live in Australia, don't you? You guys got. Let me look up Australian scary things in Australia. Although, um, I have seen videos of Australians who come to America and they were like, wait, you've got giant cats that, like, you've got cougars and mountain lions running around? I'm looking this shit up. What's the scariest thing that you think that you have to face out there in Australia besides people? I mean, you've even like let's be completely honest. Even koalas seem all cute and fuzzy, right? And like cuddly. but them fuckers will give you chlamydia. And this is what they look like when they're angry. I wouldn't fuck with that, dude. I wouldn't fuck with that at all. Like, no way. Or is that, uh, I'm pretty sure that's just like a fake mouth put on that. But, human teeth. Cassowaries? Now you're just making up words. I gotta look up what this is. See, this is why I like doing this from my computer. Oh yeah, dude. I'd be scared of this too. Oh my god. I can see why. Like, this is gonna be the best picture to introduce everyone to it. Yeah, like who used to be a dinosaur? You used to be a dinosaur, huh? That's how I introduced it to everyone. That's a what? A capillary? Cassowary? Oh my god, I don't speak your boogie language. Let's see what they look like in like full stride. Okay. This is like a turkey that got out of hand and got into some paint. Yo. I bet they're delicious though. I bet they're so good. You look half Chinese at the moment. Yeah, well, I can still see. I mean, you probably could blind me with whatever. I'm only halfway done. How you doing, Mac? We were talking about you in the last live stream. We were like, fuck that guy. Fuck him. No, dude, I was just saying that I still run into you, and we were talking about YouTubers from Slabs, and, um, you came up. People were saying they used to watch your channel too, but you're MIA, and I'm like, he's still around. He just doesn't post as much. I want to see Mac fight this thing, though. I want to see Mac fight this bird. It's a cassowary. Cassowary. I don't know. You're just gonna have to do your best if you ever Google it. But that thing does look like it would kick the shit out of you. I want to see one of these in an ostrich fight. We don't have ostriches over here either. Do these things ever like take off with kids? Like a dingo? A dingo be out there eating babies. You're not scared of the dingoes? Oh yeah, Mac, you still posting on TikTok? That's cool. Yeah, if you guys want to check out Mac, I'm pretty sure it's the same damn name on TikTok. You can post your link, dude, or maybe you can't. I don't know if you're allowed to. Um, you can try. I don't mind. Mac says I'm losing some weight. Been working out in the pool and the gym. So yeah, I'll beat the hell out of that thing next year. I'll see you next year. Like I was just saying, I run into you from time to time. Uh, oh yeah, Dave, that's a good idea. I was telling him I run into you time to time when at coffee or at the bar. Sam says, yeah, there are signs that say they're dangerous. We keep all our dangerous animals up north, and people live down south. Okay, okay. Max says I'm about to fight the deer that keeps eating my plants in my patio. Dude, that deer is probably miserable in the heat. Um, yeah. You could put like a deer salt lick out for them. That would keep them away from the plants and give them something else to fuck with. Or you could lure them in with a salt lick and then just punch them. Because they can't be that big in the desert. A dingo ate my baby. Aren't dingoes in Australia? Hey, Dave Lowe, pull that up for me. Yeah, dingoes are in Australia. I want to see. What was that bird called? I gotta go back now. Is it here? A soak in a lobster pot soup. It sounds good. Talking about that bird? Oh no. I'm getting cloud cover. My batteries die when the clouds come over, and they're starting to build up a little bit. I might have to end the live stream soon. I mean, my battery's okay right now, but it's completely being powered from... My system's completely powered from the solar panels right now. The batteries are just toast. Once you have a decent load on there, it's like... Unless it's like full sun, dude, you can't even run my big TV, which is only like 40 watts. Right now I'm running 30 watts. And that'll be too much at dusk. I'll have to turn everything off, so that's annoying. Dingoes are small and not aggressive. Not unless you're a baby. If you're a baby, it'll eat you. But these cassowaries are pretty aggressive, huh? And I'm Googling this. Come on. I bet you kangaroo would run away from this thing. Max says I got a little pool, put water in there. They like that. Since I don't got no plants no more. Yeah, you gotta give them something else. Man, maybe I will get excited about hitting the road and go video the entirety of Australia's animals for y'all. That'd be cool, dude. I mean, you could target it at Americans. Or just show us some of the fucking critters you have around, or show us Australia. You know what videos I always like, though? Is when foreigners come to America and share their impressions of America. And it's so big, it's so hard to, like, pick a spot and go visit or whatever. And it's expensive. I understand all that. But I do be watching those videos of people traveling through America and, like, having biscuits and gravy for the first time. And, anything like that. I don't... Oh wait, is this a video of the two fighting, or is this just AI? I saw a couple of AI videos. The Aussie outback is full of feral camels, heaps of them. No kidding. Do you go out into the outback? Is that like a place that most Australians go to? Am I asking you, like, have you ever been to a mountain? I'll go get me a free one hump camel. I didn't know y'all had camels down there. That's fascinating. America used to have a camel that went extinct. And we do have, I mean, we have American camels. They're not camels anymore. We have like alpacas. Those are camels in the camel family. And like, what was the other one? The llamas. Yeah, those are also a type of camel. But they're not like the hump on my back camel. We do have wild horses here, though. I'm not finding any videos of cassowaries and I'm butchering the name of this bird. But fights with those guys and a kangaroo. You gotta put those guys in a cage and shake them. This is why I can't rule the world. I'd be like, wonder what happens if... I wish the camera quality was a little better. If my signal was better, it would probably be a smoother video. But we got hybrid camels. I've been watching kangaroo videos and they're swole. Dude, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Kangaroos are actually buff as fuck. I think Joe Rogan did do this, but Kangaroos are like... Some of these pictures are serious. I would not fight one. No, dude. Like, he already looks mad at me. I haven't even done anything to him. Why are you angry, dude? Like, he's like... Look at his traps. Jesus Christ. He's like flexing up on you, and he's got claws. He doesn't have a fist. He's got fucking knives. Those knives have shadows. Like, if you were to, like, never have seen a kangaroo before, and, you know, like, it was, like, biblical times, maybe, and you went and visited Australia, and this dude rolls up on you, you might actually think you arrived in hell. Like, that's a hound dog. That's a hound dog from hell, right there. Kangaroos have tiny claws on their tiny tree hands. We just don't try to pet them. We do the nod and say what's up. You just say what's up to a kangaroo. Look at that thing. That looks like a rat that like was been in the WWE, got kicked out for doing roids. Like, look at that vein right there. Like, that's fucking that's oh my god. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, those things hard fucking pass. You talk about that. We have like little kitty cats. We got cougars, you know what I mean? Like we got bears. We do have bears. We don't have polar bears. Most of our bears like are black bears, and they're like pretty docile. They'll run away from you before they want to fight you. I'd be more afraid of a cougar if you see it. They're 8 feet tall. Oh yeah, stay on all fours, going slowly, and then just stand back on their back legs, and they're 8 feet tall. Yeah, but they're not 8 feet tall. They're also like straight up. His biceps look like mine, Max says. Yeah, they straight up are like beefcakes, dude. Like, if you saw a human like this, they definitely did like steroids or something to get like that. This one's like their like camera or their calendar shot. They're like, hey, what's up, girl? This is their Tinder right here. He's like trying to get a date. Stupid. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with a kangaroo, dude. People talking about being tracked by mountain lions is scary. Yeah, like those videos of mountain lions just chasing people off from their like den or their wherever their cubs are. That shit be getting my adrenaline up because I've seen like I live in cougar country, dude. This is cougar country. I grew up here. I've never ever seen a cougar in the wild. The only time I've ever seen a cougar in um you know in my life has been sorry, I heard a noise. The only time I ever heard a cougar in my life, or seen a cougar, it was when it was in town and it was all emaciated and authorities were after it. But I've never seen one in the wild. I know they've seen me, but yeah, we got mountain lions. That'd be the thing I think I'd be most afraid of. But again, they're not that aggressive. And there's like a video of that dude out of Colorado who like had a mountain lion like jump on him while he was riding his bike. He's like a mountain biker, and he fucking won. He like fought this mountain lion and fucking won, and just choked it the fuck out. And the press conference of this guy when he was talking about it, the lady sitting next to him was just like drooling, looking at him like fucking, bro, you fought a mountain lion. Wonder if a cougar would play with a ball of yarn. Yeah, you know, just give him a table to knock everything off of. See, but like Those birds y'all got in Australia aren't as cute as our dangerous things. Like, look at this. Look how cute you are. Like, you almost do want to, like, pet it. It almost is going to be your homie. Like, you feel like you should give it up some yarn. Maybe a fish. But they'll fuck you up, dude. If you ever see one and you're out in the wild, you better, dude. They're so elusive. They'll leave you alone. Their territories are huge. They don't mind avoiding you. So if you ever see one, you've already pissed it off. Like I said, I'm sure they've seen me. That'd be the scary thing we have in nature that I wouldn't want to get like. I mean that or bees. Bees is scarier to me than a cougar. You can't really like mace bees and let it'll fuck off. You could probably mace a kangaroo though, couldn't you? You guys don't have bear mace down there. You got like kangaroo mace. Is that what you guys sell instead of bear mace? In case some fucking kangaroo comes up and like starts flexing up on you like this. Jesus Christ. And they're so stable because they got like that tail is a third leg. They get to just lean back on it and like kick themselves up. I would want some fucking bear mace. I'm gonna start calling it kangaroo mace from now on. I don't care if you guys sell that or not. That should be a thing though. And they kick the shit out of you, and they got them like hooks on their feet too, and they're trying to like disembowel you. They're trying to get your guts, like internal organs, to be external. That's what they're trying to do, dude. And they get to lean back on that thing and just kick the shit out of you and try to like with that hook foot, like a raptor. No, self-defense is illegal in Australia. That's why we yell loud. But a kangaroo is just chilling. That's how they look, just being jacked, walking around for real. That is crazy, dude. You've seen kangaroos. See, I haven't seen cougars unless it was like I said, small, emaciated, and running from the cops. Like, well, you're rooting this thing on, but yeah, they can lean back on their tail and strike with their back legs, dude. Yeah, that's exactly it. Fuck that. You'd think humans would figure out how to tame this thing. It looks like a giant rodent to me. It looks like a rodent that just like, nah, bitch, we evolving. Like that's what we're doing. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja rodent. You can't defend yourself. So what about that dude? Did that dude get in trouble for punching that kangaroo? You know what I'm talking about. That dude that was the kangaroo had his dog and was choking him because that's what they do. They'll choke you and they'll take you into water and like suffocate you in the water. But they had his dog and this dude runs up and the kangaroo lets go of the dog and like starts bouncing up and down. The dude just socks his kangaroo in the mouth and then he's like sees the dog's okay and then runs away from the kangaroo. The kangaroo's like, the fuck just happened? Did that guy get in trouble for that? Is that like you know what I'm talking about? Dude punches kangaroo. I would have definitely punched a kangaroo to save my dog. 100%. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, it's so good. I obviously like I'm not gonna play a video because it's take a lot of bandwidth. But this dude like straight socked this kangaroo right in the mouth. If you haven't seen this video, you gotta look it up after we're done. But this is right after it let go of the dog, and the kangaroo was like bouncing up and down like it was ready to fight this dude. So he did what, you would have done, maybe. Is just, all right, we're fighting. Punched this kangaroo, and the kangaroo was so stunned. It didn't know what to do next. It just stood there. And then the guy ran away, and the kangaroo was like, all right, we're not fighting. Did that guy get in trouble for saving his dog? What the heck? Jeannie, you haven't seen this video? Oh, man. You gotta go see this video. Maybe I can pull up the video. It's a short one. Kangaroos move like a herd of sheep. They get startled and move away. Hey, don't punch kangaroos, no need. Oh, okay, yes, to save a dog, but just yell, they go away. So this dude was kind of overkill. It was a little bit much. Let's pull this up. Pull that up, Dave Lowe. Dave Lowe, put that on screen. Okay, an ad. Fine, we'll wait for the ad, Dave. I'm just gonna start saying Dave is doing these things. No, that's not the video. That's not it. That's the wrong one, Dave. You fucked up, Dave. That's not the right one. This is the one where the dude punches the... Let's find it. You're doing great. This is the full video, so I just want to fucking fast forward. This dude's riding up on a quad, and one of his dingoes was had already gotten snatched up by this kangaroo. And I'm gonna start it right when the guy runs up to it. But if you haven't seen this before, here, let's full screen that shit. Oh, that was the best part. Let's just start that again. Dog gets loose. And then this kangaroo's like... He was bouncing ready to fight until he got smacked in the mouth, and he's like, oh, I'm ready to leave now. Dude, that thing... Yeah, he started yelling too, but... Did he get in trouble for that? Because I feel like it went viral. This was a big deal. Oh, he tried to kick the dude. Oh, he tried to kick the dog. Look, he's trying to kick the dog with them hook feet. He's trying to kill that dog. Oh, that dog's already got a wound. He's bleeding out of its shoulder. You can see it. This dude's like, all right, oh man, you guys, you guys fucking are hard people, dude. You send inmates to a whole fucking, yeah. No, now he's yelling at the dogs like he should have been the whole time, but yeah, I don't know how that guy looks bigger than me, but I don't know how you haven't seen that yet. That was a big deal. I wonder how many views this has. Check out, Dave. How many views does it have? Oh, well, not unless I go all the way into YouTube. Never mind. I hope the dog's okay. Yeah, that dog had a wound on it, but I'm sure it's okay. I've seen dogs with superficial wounds like that. But he was trying to hurt that dog. That's why you need to have kangaroo mace. We should just package bear mace and send it to Australia for kangaroo mace. They're pig dogs, though. They're tough dogs. Yeah, that's what I figured. They were made for that. They were probably trying to chase that thing away. We need to package up bear mace, and you guys need roo mace. I know you don't call them kangaroos. It's a mouthful. You just... Roos. Yeah. Roo mace. Roo away. Well, we're naming it today. Roo away. And we'll sell it on the black market since y'all aren't allowed to. It's not going to hurt the thing. It'll just be crying for a second and think about what it's done. Fuck, we have wild boar also. We do too. We have giant herds of wild boar, and they will fuck your shit up. They come through, Like, they're an invasive species out there, too. But they'll fuck your farms up, and you can actually, like, pay to go in a helicopter and fly over them and just, like, pop, 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 shoot them, and, like, lower the populations because, like I said, they're an invasive species, and they destroy people's crops, they destroy the entire ecosystem. I'm not going to post videos of them doing that because, I don't want to post that, but I wouldn't mind showing the destruction of them. I don't mind showing a video of someone socking a kangaroo. Darren says, we're driving, be home in 10 minutes. Yeah, but we got wild boar also, too. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of a wild boar. And they also travel in herds, like big herds. And they're mean as fuck, dude. I don't know what yours look like. These are from Texas. Gatling guns hunts from helicopters in Texas. Dude, they do it. They do it. But this thing, like, just looks like it's already angry at you. Like, Timon and Pumbaa, they made Pumbaa to be cute. But that guy looks also like a hellhound. Those tusks, he looks like an orc that just didn't get to finish. And he's mad about it. Like an orc with Down syndrome. They get really fucking big too, dude. Like, big, big. Yeah, dude, Sam, you come to America, you gotta go on one of these pig hunts from a helicopter before you die. I've never done it either, but, like, this is like you're allowed to kill little spawns of Satan. That thing is mean looking, dude. And they'll kill the shit out of you. They are in giant herds. They're usually in packs. They're not usually by themselves. Like, I'm sure that picture, there's some around them. But yeah, like I said, they're invasive species and they want them all gone because they'll destroy the entire ecosystem in that area. Like we do, just they do it and more angry about it. Like Sauron's troops. Let me see. I gotta find this video of this giant bellied bird from Africa. It stands tall. I thought it was fake until I watched the video. A friend in the Air Force did that years ago, contracted or something. They did helicopter pest shooting. Yeah, that shit. Is definitely a thing that they do up in Texas. That they go hunt down. I don't know how expensive it is to go do it, but I mean, you probably have to pay for your ammo and maybe the fuel, which that's the expensive part. Um, but I've never done it. But that's definitely an American experience. You have some biscuits and gravy when you wake up for breakfast, and then probably some grits along with that, and then sweet tea, and then you go pig hunting that night. A shoe bill. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. A shoe bill stork. I'm gonna turn the speaker on for this. Yep. Hold on. That might be too loud. That's the noise it makes. But where did it go? There it is. That's the noise it makes. Like it smacks its bill together over and over again. Let me see if I can redo that. Yeah, fuck that thing too, dude. Why is it cut off like that? Hold on. My shit's fritzing up. I'm asking too much of it. Gotta do it smaller. Maybe. Yeah. That's a weird noise for a bird to make. Definitely a dinosaur. Definitely a dinosaur. Yeah, those things are freaky, dude. Take your head off as you're bowing down to worship it. Yeah, it looks like it would be aggressive, for sure. Looks like it'd be mean. Alright, guys, I'm about to take off. I need to do a dumpster run, which I guess I could do that at any time. But I've been streaming now for like 4 hours. So, I'm gonna end it pretty soon. Need to run to town before it gets too late. But I appreciate you guys. I haven't looked at my notifications. Did I get another kick down and not say something? No. No. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I appreciate those of you who did donate, Jeannie, including you. Um, I glad we could all hang out. Now I'm gonna start doing the like, hey Dave Lowe, put that up. Even if he's not here, it'll be like, hey, pull up my server, dude. Show him my Zig flicks, and then we'll show you Zig flicks. You know, and like show him my download section. There it is. Oh, thanks, Dave. You're doing great. You know, pull that video up. And if Dave fucks up, or if I fuck up, I could blame Dave. It's gonna be fun. I wish I had a better camera. But it be what it be. I actually have spent some money on trying to get my DSLR hooked up to this and have it be like a solid video. I just think that my computer isn't good enough. That's what I'm finding out. I think that's really my laptop. It doesn't have a GPU in it, so I don't know. I could maybe get a live or webcam that's higher quality and USB it in or something. That would be fine. But I couldn't get the DSLR hooked up to it. Anyways, yeah, Dave Lowe promoted to tech guy. Yep, yep. Even when Dave's not here, he'll be the guy I blame if I'm like, hey, pull that video up, and then he does this, and it's like not correct. And then he like maybe he fucks it up worse and does. See, that was his fault too. It's all Dave's fault. Yeah, well, you're doing it now. That was all Dave. Everything that just happened on the screen. My hands are up here. I'm not doing anything. I don't know. See, that was Dave. So whenever I fuck up or Dave fucks up, I get to blame Dave and be like, well, he's a mechanic, not a tech guy. When it was funny when I was showing Dave how I was controlling my mini PC through my phone, and he's like, but now your phone's using all that power, and I'm like, no, this is all happening up there, and he's like, oh, that's beyond me, and I'm like, that. I looked at him and I was like, that's how I feel about mechanicking, and I think that we like saw a little eye to eye in that moment, like that's how engines feel to me. Like I don't, that's beyond me. Like all the dashboard lights came on. Everybody was like, "Yeah, that's a belt," and I'm like, I don't know. My shit's broken. My car's broke." So, yeah, Dave, you're promoted. You will get paid nothing. You'll just be the guy I blame when the wrong thing ends up on the screen. But, anyways, That's gonna be my featuring Dave Lowe, my tech guy. Whenever I start doing live streams like this, it'll be like I'm gonna have to get a funny picture of Dave and have him like waving, and I'll show that picture, Dave Lowe, my tech guy, and like have like hot dogs are great. I can have fun with it. It'll be a good time. I don't know why I didn't think about that until now, but I should assign somebody to do my tech work. And in 5 hours, by the way, if you're still watching out there, that Twisted Metal will be downloaded. Which I don't think you're still watching. I don't see your name in the chat. But I like that I can do this. I just wish the camera was better. I would do more live streams like this. Also, my power. It's getting a little cloudy, so my battery's dropped. They're currently at 11.2, so it's time to go. I gotta turn all the power off now. While this oh wait, the sun's about to pop back out, so then my batteries will go back up. See, this is really obnoxious. I'm surprised it hasn't beeped. That is one thing I don't like about this inverter. There's no low voltage alarm, which is unfortunate. But the sun's about to pop right back out. It's about to come out right now, right? And I want to show what it'll be after that. You have to pay in glizzies. Where do I put the grease? Dave, it's a computer. That's funny. Alright guys, I'll see you later.